Hello, and thank you for watching this video, which will demonstrate how to upload a new plot to forestplots.net. So the first thing we need to do before we do any importing is to count the number of trees in our file. So here we've got 23 trees, so we need to write down that number. We need to check this later, that matches the database. Okay, so to import a new plot, we use the data import icon to the left of the screen in the main Forest Plots menu. So click data import, import plot. So we've got two pieces of essential information that we need to enter at this stage, the plot code and the plot name. And the plot code must be unique to the database and made up of 3 letters and 2 numbers, which describe the plot or the location. Okay. The rest of the metadata can be added at a later stage. So we can go next. Okay, enter the start and end date of our census. Next. Now we select our Excel file, which we've prepared. Okay, so here's our Excel file matched to the database. First, we need to check that our first line of data has been highlighted with this tick. Not the headers, but the actual first line of data. So that's correct. Now we need to check that all of our column headers have been matched correctly to the database. Now all trees in this file, because it's a new plot, have new tag numbers to the database. So we select the new tag number file for the tag number column. Okay, scroll along and check all the others look okay. Diameter column. And match the flags. Okay, with this plot we've got vouchers with this census which we're uploading. This isn't an essential requirement. You might not have vouchers in your plot, but here we have them, so we'll match them. Okay, all our column headers are correct, so we'll go to the next stage. Now, if you are importing vouchers, you'll be prompted by the database to provide the herbarium where those samples are going to be stored. If not, it will skip this stage. But we have vouchers, so we enter the herbarium. And also, if you have vouchers, you'll need to check that the collector code in the voucher code is matched to a collector in the database. So here it's been identified. Okay, we've got 22 valid vouchers. Go to the next stage. Okay, species identification. So here we can see that the database can't recognise 3 of the species names provided in our file. Now it's possible to check and edit these at this stage. So for each one, we go to the edit icon and then check against our original data what the species should be. So this one is actually a genus with an unknown species. So we enter the genus as before, and if it's unknown, we enter INDET. And then when we're happy with the name, we click the tick button, this click icon, and then we confirm it as correct. Okay, so this doesn't have a family, so we need to manually allow the database to match the genus and species to the family. Okay, that's correct. And now it's found the family, and we can confirm it. And one more. Okay, this is a typo, and the database has matched it to what it thinks is the correct species. Now, you should be really careful at this stage that the database hasn't accidentally matched it to a completely different species. So always double check. This is a typo, and this is the correct species in this case, so we can confirm it. Okay, all of our species are now identified, so we can go to the next stage. Okay, tree identification. Now the database is highlighting all the trees where the previous name mismatches occurred. So you can go in and double check each of those trees as correct against your original data, against your field sheets. And when you're happy with these, you confirm each one. Okay, now this is slightly different. And the reason why it's been highlighted here is that a tree tag is missing. So if your data doesn't have tags, you can simply confirm it. But check in your field sheets. This is a typing error, and it's been missed from the field sheets. So you can go in and enter the correct tag number and then confirm. Okay, great. So now all the new trees in the database have been counted here, recognized and counted as 23. So you need to double check that number matches the number of trees in your file that you counted earlier. Okay, that's correct. Okay, data validation. Here the database has found 4 records that have an error. We're also able to edit and correct those errors at this stage too. As long as you have your original field sheets next to you, you're able to do so. Okay, so we enter the edit icon for each one individually. If you're not sure where the error is, simply try and confirm it and it will show you. Okay, so here it's missing a pom. So we look in our original field sheets, tag number 1, the pom should be 1300 millimeters. And then confirm it when we're happy. Okay, the next tree. Again, where's the error? Here, flag 1 has an invalid combination of characters. So it's a multi-stemmed individual because it's got rainfall flag 1 code H, but it also needs an additional part. If it's a normal tree, then we code it as A. If it was broken, it would be B, etc. So I can see in my field sheets it's normal. Next tree. Where's the error? Okay, this tree has a height, but it doesn't have a flag 5, which shows the method that the height was collected. So looking at my field sheets, I can see that this was estimated by I. So it's flag 5 rainfall code 1. Okay, and our final tree for validation. Okay, this is an alive tree with a diameter, but flag 2 has been incorrectly coded as 1. If the tree is alive, sorry, it's been incorrectly coded as 0. If the tree is alive, it should have flag 2 as 1. So we correct that mistake. Okay, great. All 23 trees are now valid. So click next. Finished. New plot has been imported. So we click finish and it should now appear in your My Plots list.